All right, what is up, guys? We are back. It is the opening day for the MLB season. I got 3 underdog plays and 2 prize pick plays you're not going to want to miss. Let's jump right in. All right, guys, let's get right into it. The line's already moving. Second time I'm recording. First time we had some line movement on one of the plays already. So these lines have been out for a little over a day now. Still got about a little over 12 hours till opening day, so things are going to continue to move. So let's get right into it. First play we're going Nathan Eovaldi under 16.5 pitching outs. So the big thing with pitchers start of the season is going to be pitch count. So I mean, everyone you would expect to be around that 80-85 pitch range. Some of the main aces could get up to more 90-95. So really trying to get Eovaldi out before he finishes 6 innings. He's facing the Red Sox here. I really like what the Red Sox did this offseason. Adding Bregman, they got Casas back. You still got Devers, Durant. So this is going to be a good lineup. Eovaldi, his last two spring training starts, 4 innings each. This one pitch count's a little crazy there. I guess the plan was 4 innings. Probably, I'm sure he threw some in the bullpen afterward, just to get his pitch count up. So I would expect him around the 85 mark. Tougher matchup here. Pitching outs is always kind of a little tricky since they really like to let the pitcher finish the inning. But we're getting plus money here at under 16.5 pitching outs at the 1.0x multiplier. So that's what we're going with today. Really pulling plays here from my website. You can see here Nathan Eovaldi under 16.5 pitching outs. So this is PresidentLeach.com. This is my full table of all my plays. So you can see here the threshold for kind of an even money play is 58%. That's kind of where it comes out to for a 2-man. It comes out to about minus 137 or better is what you're looking for. So you can see here that 1.06 is adjust the threshold a little bit lower. And I got Eovaldi going under 16.5 pitching outs, right at 70%. As you can probably tell based off line 2 here, the next play we're going with is Blake Snell over 2.5 hits allowed. Yes, I know Blake Snell is an incredible pitcher. Yes, I know the Tigers are, average team, but 2.5 hits allowed is crazy. I would expect, a little bit of concern would be Blake Snell, only pitching 4 innings or something like that. Looks like, he got his pitch count up to 67, so he'll probably be around that 80 pitch range. He gave up 4 runs his last time out in spring training against the A's. So a lot of guessing here in spring training. But I mean, if Blake Snell's out there, yes, he's an incredible pitcher. But even money on 2.5 hits allowed is just crazy. So that's where I'm going to be going for our second play. Third play, we're going Zac Gallen under 2.5 walks allowed. And then this one is at 0.79, so not the greatest multiplier, but he's just too good of a pitcher to be getting that line at. So I can show it here. I got Zac Gallen going under 2.5 walks allowed at 92%. I went back and looked at last season. Zac Gallen was under 2.5 walks 75% of his games. So factor in first game out. His pitch count's going to be a little bit lower. Less chance, just less opportunities to walk guys. I really like this number here on Zac Gallen. So that's the 3-man on Underdog. We got Zac Gallen under 2.5 walks, Blake Snell over 2.5 hits allowed, Nathan Eovaldi under 16.5 pitching outs. Before we go to prize picks, I would just recommend, coming over to my website here, PresidentLeach.com. I'll put the link in the description. But I mean, things are ever changing with these lines. Like I said, Eovaldi was at 17.5 when I started recording, and I had to start over. So I mean, these things are changing like crazy. I got Zac Eflin at 2.5 strikeouts yesterday as soon as that line came out. So really helps to be on top of these things, and you can get that information as quick as I get it through my website here. Jumping over to prize picks. Sort on MLB real quick. So 2 plays I'm looking at here are the ones on the top. So the way PrizePicks does their Demon and Goblins, I have no clue what this multiplier is. They don't tell you until you get till you get in the like the submission slip. So that I just can't predict those, because my whole thing is I'm centered around what the threshold is, and if that win percentage is valuable based on that, and there's just no way to know. Just real quick, for example, we can go to the home run page, and I mean Aaron Judge and Austin Wells are not created equal, but there's no way to know, is this 1.2x, is this 4x? So you won't be seeing any demons and goblins on my sheet, but still plenty to pick from here on PrizePicks. So the first one we're going to be looking at here is Sonny Gray over 5.5 strikeouts. So really looking here at this even money play. So Sonny Gray was terrible this spring. I think his ERA is 12 or 14, but if some people, there's speculation that he might be hurt, but if the Cardinals are running him out there on opening day, we have to assume he's healthy. And even with his struggles, his last 2 spring starts, he was at 5 strikeouts. So I don't think it's 5.5 is certainly not out of the realm of possibility. So the fact we're getting this at even money at 5.5 is really good. Sonny Gray had a 30, I think it was a 32% strikeout rate versus righties last year, and still at like a 28% versus lefties. Against the Twins here, he's going to be expected to face 5 righties from what I could tell. So a really good matchup. They don't really have a lot of guys that can platoon against them. I really like this Sonny Gray over 5.5 strikeouts. All right, the next play we're going to, as you can see here, Hunter Greene over 1.5 runs allowed. So this really just comes down to a few factors. So Hunter Greene, of course, is in Cincinnati. Great hitters park, and he has the Giants come to town. The Giants added Willy Adames. Still have Matt Chapman. Elio Ramos is really good. So it's really just the environment. Hunter Greene, he will get 5 to 8 strikeouts in this matchup, but he also tends to go deep in the game, and the longer he's in, the more chance of giving up some runs. So I really like this 1.5 runs allowed. That's not a high total. He can have a good game and still give up 2 runs. So this one I'm going with on PrizePicks. There's, like I said, there's plenty to pick from here on my site. If you're interested in building bigger slips, feel free to subscribe. You can get this information as soon as I get it updated. It'll be updated all the way up to first pitch. Once batting orders start coming out, things will move a little bit. The lines will continue to move. All right, guys, let's have a great opening day. Just remember, it is a long season. We are here for about 200 straight days. We don't have to win it all day one. It's a highly variable sport. Playing these 3-mans, we just got to win better than, if it pays out 6x, we just got to win 1 out of every 5 days. So, we got plenty of chances to do that. Just don't overreach because it's day one, and we'll make some money this year. So thanks, and I'll see you at the top.